preaching to the choir. All of you know that the church says the Eucharist is the source and summit of life. But these scientists didn't know this is from the same consecrated piece of bread. And he said, yeah, this is the muscle that gives the heart its beat and the body its life. St. John Paul the Great said it the best. He said the Eucharist is the heart of the church. Isn't that interesting you use the word heart? The Eucharist, today I'll play football and tell my kids every single time, hey, I don't care if you lose, I want you to win. Make no mistake about it, we're undefeated. But just give it your whole heart. My 11-year-old kid doesn't go, you want me to take my heart out of my chest? They know exactly what I mean. Please look at the screen. St. John Paul the Great said it. He said, where Eucharistic life flourishes, there the life of the church will blossom. Is the church blossoming right now? Yes? Come with me and travel. Okay? I think we all know the statistics. From the time that somebody gets confirmed until 30, 85% quit going to church. They're in your family as well. Let's call a spade, right? The church is certainly, vocations are up in places. My point is, it's not, I mean, there should be a bunch of 25-year-old kids in here, shouldn't there? Right? 30-year-old kids. So, it's not. My question is, why? That's the question I had back in 1999. If this is true, how come they're lined up over there at Fellowship Church? I know you think it's all about entertainment, but it's not all bad. They got the Word of God. They're preaching Jesus. I think they should be Catholic. We'll talk about that. But they're doing some things right. I think it goes to the rest of my story right here. Look at the screen, and you can be studying this. He says, the heart muscle's inflamed. Does that look like an inflamed heart? She had that miracle, the Eucharist, or the Stigmata, on the Feast of the Sacred Heart, to pinpoint, to highlight something very important. Her message was, she said what? She said, I want you to know we have a live Christ in the Holy Eucharist, and please don't forget Jesus' suffering for all of us. And now here we go, the same people who studied her are studying this miracle of the Eucharist, and they're saying the heart muscle's inflamed. There's been recent injury like those I see in cases where somebody's been beaten severely around the chest. Look at the quote. The person that had this heart must have been very wounded. They were tortured. If you only understood this man's credentials as it relates to the heart, it's amazing. He's saying, yeah, whoever this was, man, they were wounded. He thinks it's a homicide. He goes on to say, they bring it back to him. Look at this. It should drop. It should floor you because it sat in water for 3 years. There's no way that it could be alive. Catalina Rivas said, I want you to remember we have a live Christ in the Holy Eucharist. He comes back in the 2000s and he says, how is it that while I was studying this sample, it was moving and beating?